continue. Okay, so as I was saying, we are adding all the components in this X and also all the components in the Y. Okay, so we are going to say sum here. Okay, so here, when we add them, we are going to find the X component, their summation, and then on the other side, we are going to find the Y component, their summation. So let's add. So minus 100, okay, let me be punching, minus 100, minus 100, minus 70, and then plus 96.42 plus, minus 93.97. Okay, so what do I get there? Okay, I am getting minus. Okay, so my resultant Y, I'm getting minus, according to my calculator, minus 167.55. So this is my resultant of X. Then my resultant of Y, let's add. So this, okay, this number here, punch it on your calculator, plus 0, plus minus 114.91, plus minus 34.20. Okay, what are you going to get? Okay. Okay, so my calculator is saying I'm getting minus 3, what is happening to my pencil? Minus 3 to 2.32. This is what I'm getting, okay? So we have now everything that we need in order to find the resultant and in order to find the what? The direction. And we said the direction is just the what? The angle that is being read from the positive x-axis, okay? So the resultant R is just found by this formula now, okay? Resultant of x squared plus resultant of y squared. So we have this and we have this. So we can just plug them into that formula and then find our resultant. Okay, so we are going to say this is equals to, and then we just plug in. Okay, so minus 167.55. We say squared plus, we have minus 322.32, and then squared. And then we are taking the square root of all this thing here. Okay, so just punch this into your calculator, should be able to give you the answer. Okay, so I'm going to say square root of, and then open brackets, minus 167.55 squared plus another open brackets, minus 322.32 squared. Okay, then answer. Okay, so my answer is giving me 363. To 2 decimal places, 27 newtons. So this one here is our resultant what? Vector, or our resultant force. So this is our resultant vector. Okay, so the question is not complete because we have to find the what? The direction at which this resultant vector is. Okay, so now let's use, let's draw what we have. Okay, so let me rewrite here my x component. Okay, my x component was minus 167.55. And then my y component was minus 322.32. Okay, so we said that our angle is always tan minus of ry over rx, right? Okay, but if you don't draw these resultant vectors, you're going to find a wrong angle, okay? Because the angle is dependent, okay, on where the resultant force or the resultant vector is. So you can only know where the resultant vector is or in which quadrant the resultant vector is by drawing what you have, okay? So this is in the x-axis and then this is in the what? Y-axis. So we are going to do this. We're going to do this. So this is my x or y plane like this, okay? And then the starting point is always the 0 point. So this is the 0 point. So from this 0 point, I'm moving 167 plus 0.55 units to the left. Why? Because I have a negative in front here. Okay, so I'm moving to the left like this. This is my y component, my x component, okay? And then when writing this number, I'm just going to write 167.55. Notice that I've not included a minus here because the minus is being shown by this arrow that I've drawn that goes to the what? To the left. And then we also have the what? The y, which has a minus in front here. So if it has a minus, it means it can't go up because up there we have positive values. So it will go down like this. So this is my y component. And the value that it has is 322.32. Notice that I've not written the negative. Why? Because the negative is being shown by this arrow. Okay, so it means that what? It means that this resultant here, this resultant that we found here, this resultant vector, is between these two guys here. Okay, so I'm just going to write like this. So this is the resultant. Okay, so we want to find the direction or the angle. So meaning we start from the positive x-axis. So from here all the way up to here is the angle we are looking for. Okay, and we know that from there, this point, all the way up to here, we know that this is 180. So we are just looking for this angle here, so that we add this angle here plus 180 to get our direction. Then we have that. Okay, so now let's use this formula here. Okay, so it will be theta is equals to tan inverse of the y component, which was 322.32, divided by the x component, which is 167.55. Okay. So what do you get when you punch on your calculator this? So it will be tan inverse of, let's punch this. So 322.32 divided by 167.55. Okay, so I'm getting 1.9237 2 and then 4 2. Okay, so you can punch now the inverse of that. So shift tan inverse of 1.923742. Okay, so I'm finding my angle to be 62.5334, whatever. This one to one decimal place, so it will be 0.5 degrees. Okay, so this here is not the angle that we are looking for. It's not the angle, but we are going to use it to find the angle. Okay, so remember I said we are looking for that small angle. So that small angle is this 62.5. So this small angle here is our 62.5. So to find the direction of this resultant here, we want this O angle starting from the positive x-axis all the way up to here. So we are just going to add 180 plus the 62. That will be our direction. Okay, so we are going to say direction. We can represent it by this symbol. It's just going to be 62.5 plus the 108. So if you punch this on your calculator, you're going to surely get 242.5 degrees. Okay, so this is the direction. And then what was our resultant? Okay, so once you are done finding the direction, you can see the resultant, okay, of the vectors that we were given. The resultant of the vectors is, okay, 363.27 Newton, okay, at an angle of 242.5 degrees with respect to, okay, with respect to the positive x-axis. Okay, the positive x-axis. Okay, so this is our final answer here. So this is the resultant and this is the direction there. Okay, so we've answered the question. I don't know if there are any questions from you guys. Any questions from you guys? Okay. Okay, so if there are no questions, then I'll end here. I just wanted you guys to know how to find the resultant. Okay, if you didn't understand, no problem. I'm going to share the video with you so that you can watch it and then you can understand wherever you did not. And if you have any question, feel free to ask me in my inbox. Okay. All right, guys. So have a blessed evening.